But there's an even more important reason why we victim blame. And it's a corollary of that wishful thinking bias I talked about earlier. It's known sometimes as the just world fallacy. And I have to go back to saying, you know, we're hardwired to prefer feeling good. So let me give you an example that just has nothing to do with sexual assault. You read on social media, or if you're older like me and you watch the news, you hear on the news that a drunk driver in your town has run a red light, smashed into a passenger vehicle, and left a passenger, let's say a young man, paraplegic. And we feel so terrible for this young man who's lost the use of his legs and may never walk again, right? But what if the next day we hear that that young man was actually a convicted pedophile? Now we don't feel so bad, do we? In fact, some of us might say, well, that's karma. He got what he deserved, even though there's no logical connection between being a pedophile and getting into a car accident. And we know that bad things happen to good people, but we want so badly to believe good things happen to good people and bad things happen to bad people, that when we hear about something bad happening, we very unconsciously look for ways that the person it happened to was somehow a bad person. So if we can't find something that that victim did wrong, we will look for ways that we just don't like the person. And this can be judgments that are made, often about people we don't know, right? People will look at the person who's coming forward and saying that he or she was sexually assaulted and say, well, but she's ugly, or she's fat, or she's stupid, you know, what a moron, or she's arrogant, or maybe just, well, she's the know-it-all that can't really play bass that well. We just don't like her. And now we don't feel quite as bad about what happened.